Hello everyone, welcome back to Global Alert TV channel. Please subscribe and like my videos. Today I want to take you through a deep, in-depth review and explanation of the breaking news: Ukraine destroys Russia's Black Sea fleet in powerful strike. We will examine exterior, interior, performance, safety features, unique selling points, USPs, price, or cost, strategic cost, and then conclude with implications in a balanced take. First, a quick acknowledgement. What I'm presenting is based on open source reports, analysis, and available data, and as with any conflict, some claims can be contested. But I'll strive to present a coherent narrative while pointing out uncertainties. Let me set the stage. In recent days, Ukraine reportedly carried out a major strike against Russia's Black Sea Fleet assets, using unmanned surface vessels, drones, missiles, and asymmetric naval tactics. Exterior. Visually, the strike appears bold and audacious. Maritime drones, USVs, breaching Russian naval defenses, approaching Russian-occupied port facilities such as Novorossiysk in Crimea, and hitting vessels or naval infrastructure. In the video footage shared by the Ukrainian defense, there are scenes of blazing warships, smoke billowing, hulls aflame, and debris in the water. From the Russian side's perspective, port facilities, docks, support ships, and communication hubs within the fleet bases are under increased threat. The exterior look of the theater of operations is shifting, once relatively secure naval zones now exposed to drone attacks and literal weaponry. Interior. Inside the naval bases, control rooms, communication centers, intelligence hubs, command and control nodes, repair docks, and logistical support facilities are likely under stress. The internal resilience of the Russian Black Sea Fleet structure is being tested. Can it reroute its command, maintain connectivity, survive electronic warfare, manage damage control, and sustain operational readiness while under asymmetric drone and missile attacks? The interior paragraph must be big, so I expand. The internal systems of the Russian naval installations now face a multi-vector assault. Unmanned sea drones, USVs, slipping past sea barriers, aerial drones hitting sensors and radars, missile strikes targeting command centers, and electronic warfare jamming communications. The bases, redundancy is challenged, emergency backup power, shielded communications bunkers, and hardened infrastructure are being put to the test. Repair workshops, ammunition storage, fuel depots, and maintenance bays may be under threat not just from direct hits but from secondary explosions and cascading damage. Morale, situational awareness, and damage control protocols will be stressed. Internally, the leadership must coordinate responses, reroute signals, deploy countermeasures, and sustain naval vessel survivability, while keeping the fleet functional under fire. The pressure on internal command and support systems is immense. Performance. From a tactical and strategic performance standpoint, Ukraine's strike demonstrates several capabilities. Precision and effectiveness. Using unmanned surface vessels, drones, and missiles to reach high-value naval targets, ships, communication hubs, ports shows improved targeting, coordination, and intelligence integration. Disrupting naval operations. After repeated strikes, Russia has reportedly been forced to relocate many ships from Crimea's Sevastopol to Novorossiysk. Degrading fleet strength. Estimates suggest Ukraine has destroyed or disabled about 1/3 to 40% of Russia's Black Sea fleet. Covert reach. The use of USVs and naval drones allows penetrating defenses that might resist conventional attack. Psychological impact. The fact that naval zones once considered safe are now vulnerable shakes confidence, forces Russia to reallocate resources, and may deter Russian naval presence near Ukrainian-held coasts. However, performance also faces limits. The number of drones, USVs, survivability under countermeasures, potential loss rates, communication and control latency, and robust naval defenses could blunt some attacks. Safety features. In a military context, safety features refer to protective, redundancies, countermeasures, and risk mitigation systems. In this strike scenario, safety features include redundant communications and encrypted links to guide drones, USVs, preventing interception or jamming. Small size and stealth design of unmanned vessels, drones to reduce detection. Use of dispersed launch points to avoid single-point failure. Evasive paths and decoy tactics to draw enemy fire away from main assets. Hardened infrastructure within naval bases, bunkers, blast walls, fire suppression to reduce collateral damage. Electronic warfare and anti-drone systems within Russian bases as defense, though the efficacy is questionable given breaches. From the Russian side, safety features would include coastal defenses, radar networks, intercepting drones, anti-ship missile defenses, jamming, and fortification of key naval assets. Unique selling points. Though this is news rather than a commercial product, there are some USPs, or distinguishing points of this strike.